It is Thursday. This video is coming out tomorrow, Friday, and I'm just finishing editing the video. Stuart is cooking some bolognese.
What do you want? Get out of it. Don't want people seeing my secret recipe.
Anyway, a few weeks ago you saw us buying an engine, going on a little road trip to pick it up. And this week you'll be able to see if the engine was a good investment or not. You'll find out. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and oh yeah, subscribe. It's free. Not many free things in this world anymore, so it's good stuff.
It is if you steal it.
Yeah, well, we're no thieves, are we?
That is true. As you can tell, my usual hiding spot, I'm in a container. Yeah, managed to dump some of the bits, well, most of the bits that we got, dumped all of those here, but now just got to organise them and put them where they should live. But whilst here, I can show you what we picked up. So I got the hydrovane, got some winches, a pair of Genoa sheet winches, and a single winch, but I bought another one earlier in the year to have a pair of possible winches. Not sure if we're going to keep them or not. Don't know if we're going to have two pairs of sheet winches or if we can get away with keeping it simple and just have one pair of sheet winches. Still got to organise and go through the mountain of engine bits, gearbox, heat exchanger, rocker cover, yeah, it's all there. What's under? The mast steps turned up just before we left, which is nice. There's a spare bracket for, well, a bracket for the hydrovane, because the one that came with it was a bit corroded, and just by chance this was up for sale, not a million miles away from where I picked up the hydrovane. Next we got the rigging books. That belongs with the inverter. So yeah, this is most of the rigging stuff sorted. A couple of things I want to check, whether this piece here fits in another piece I have. Hopefully. And there's the tangs that Bob made. They just need a little polish. So I can get all those organised and put away. So, that's for the cat shroud. Nice size.
Cable connected to the battery. Connected to the display.
Right. So it's definitely worth plugging in the rest then.
We know that might work.
Alright, yep. That just does the left to the right.
Yeah.
Or as some people would say, port and starboard. Spin the little cuppy thing, see what happens.
Okay.
There's Marina doing her best to impersonate wind. Probably.
Yeah, I think it works.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, so that's good.
So what's the total price of this? Bought all second hand. I don't remember prices, so...
Hold on, I'm just unplug it.
How much was the cable?
What cable?
That Sea-Talk cable.
Oh no, I found it in the bin.
Good, so that was free. How much for the display?
77 pounds.
£77. How much for these two? The cable and the windy thing?
I think with delivery the cable was €95, a 30 metre, so that should be enough. It's got to go from here, yeah, should be enough. and then the wind thing was €200.
So about 380.
Yeah, maybe, so say 400. But, yeah.
400, how much would it be new?
They don't do the old ones anymore, but a new system, or bank.
More than 500, obviously.
But, yeah, I think these are 400 new.
Just these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cable you would already have, you'd need an ITC5. Maybe to go into a, yeah, to go into the new display. No, yeah, so yeah, a bit more. But I prefer the older ones. It's like the old calculator you had when you were a kid. Those things never break. You'll pick one up like after Doomsday. Put a battery in, be fine. Right, so that can go back to the shed. Oh, so that's good.
Cool. Nice job, Stu.
Yeah.
We just went to the office, to the Capitanery after our holiday just to pay some bills, and we had a couple of parcels there. And it's 2 things from our Amazon wish list. Some duct tape and Hoover bags. And they came with a note from Alan. For the tape he said, hopefully these stick, and for the bags, hopefully these suck. Yeah, it made us laugh. So, thank you, Alan. Thank you very much.
So today we're going to start the sanding of the hull, which it's a pretty big job, but yeah, just keep going. Hopefully, we'll see what it's like. Going to try out some. I've got 40 and 80. Yeah, obviously, Marina. What would you like? 60. I've got 40 or 80. Those are the options. So we'll give it a go and yeah, just sand the hull. Can't take that long. I've basically marked it out in what I'd like to achieve in days. I've got a count of 14, also a couple of days spare. We cleaned all the weeds around the boat so it's a bit easier to manoeuvre. We also ordered another sander. I had some money in my Le Bon Coin account, the second-hand account. Yeah, I never knew I'd be a 2-sander household. So that should hopefully arrive in the next few days. Marina's just at the dentist, so by the time she comes back, I would have need to have made a start, otherwise I'll get beaten. Here we go. And the suit goes on. Oh. Obviously got my safety Crocs. As long as most of it doesn't go on me. I'll have a post-pipe shower in a bit. Oh, I'm gonna sweat so much. Right. We'll go with the 40 first. See what that gives us. Sanding a bit too much, thinking to scrape it first. So I might go get the scraper and see how that pans out. Let's try this. taken the sperm suit off because I don't really need it. It's not creating that much dust, more flakes. Maybe 2 weeks was a little bit optimistic. Be what it'll be.
I think we're gonna have a go and try to start this new engine we got. Nico, who's got a workshop here, has kindly offered his help and his space to restore the engine whilst we work on it. So yeah, we're going there now and maybe give it a go and try to start the engine. I really hope that it starts, but we'll see. Okay, so first not so good news is that there's a little bit of oil in the heat exchanger. But we'll see. We need to connect these two with a pipe that Stuart is cleaning that we got from the other engine. Need to connect the alternator, which seems easy because it's all been marked, plus we've got the manual anyway. We've got fuel, battery.
I should hope. It's got a little kink in it, but we'll see.
Connecting the pipe for the water intake, which is gonna be this bucket. There is no oil.
There is no oil.
We got the water. So where is the fuel intake connected?
That's the lift pump. Then it goes to the there. Then it goes to the pump. Then it got two to the pump. I don't know. All I know is that's the lift pump. See?
Oh, okay. Stuart says he's not nervous. There's no point.
We got nothing.
Okay. So, see you next time.
Okay.
Unless it's this set of cables. Hold on 2 seconds.
Now? Have you got something?
No.
No. Bad news, the whole thing went smoky. I didn't record it, but we panicked a little bit. We might have toasted the alternator. Not sure. Oh,
Again, please. Again.
Like the starter motor's not connecting.
It's connected, but
You know, it's like it's not engaging.
yeah.
Turn it on. Just one click. Oh, that sounds better. Yeah. Let's get water.
It doesn't work.
No, I don't think it's connected. Hold on. Maybe.
Ah, there you go.
That is that cable. Nice. I got a stop switch. Yes.
I can't believe that was the problem. So silly. Very silly. After playing around, trying to change the starter motor for the spare one we've got, that doesn't look very good, but works. The problem was that the battery cables we were using are like switched on, like the one cable's got a red and a black end on the same cable, so we were obviously following the colors. We didn't realize, and we just had to switch the cables, and it works. So we're gonna put a product now in the water to clean the system. That's a relief. It was about half an hour trying to see what the problem was, and it was so simple. Anyway. We've never had a stop button. If anyone is interested on an angled gearbox, it's for sale. You've just seen it in action. So that will be the next job, taking that off and putting the parallel gearbox on. The good news is that the engine works, and the bad news is that we might need a new alternator. All our fault because we didn't realize about the battery cables. Rookie mistake, but what can we do? And funny enough, the alternator is the only part that we don't have from the other engine as a spare, so we'll have to spend the money, but it's alright. At least the engine works, and that's the main thing.
Yo.
You found the key?
Yeah.
Stuart just dropped the key.
Right, so this is a collection of engine spares.
Yeah, so all these are the engine spares we've got from the rusty, not so nice looking engine.
It's alright.
It's alright, yeah. How are you feeling about the engine now, Stu?
Starts. Feel all good, my love.
You feel happy?
I don't know. Feel happier once I see the bill at the end. So.
Well, a little bit happy then.
There's the gearbox. You see how much smaller it is?
Yeah, compared to the other one, it's tiny.
Yeah, so.
That's the gearbox we're putting on. Doesn't look too bad, does it?
No, I need to just get some spray paint, sand it and spray it, you know, degrease it.
Stu's already been on the hunt for an alternator. Did you find anything?
I found an alternator, $139.90, free delivery. But I've got to wait for my Le Bon coin money to arrive in my account before I buy it. I'm not using Stu's money, I'm using Le Bon coin money. So,
Le Bon Coin is a second-hand website in France. And that's where we sell and buy stuff. So we're waiting for money to come in from all the...
from all the treasure that we've acquired.
Yeah.
The crap that needs throwing out, basically. But we'll give it a...
No.
It's good crap. So yeah, I've just got to go to town, send some Sea-Talk cables.
That we've sold.
Yeah, it's $15. So yeah, so it's all buying and selling, just to try and save a couple of pennies here and there. Yeah, and just organising the gaskets with Nico at the moment. A few quid. And the whole set's like €400.
Wow.
We don't need a whole set at the moment. We're only replacing the head and the rocker cover and the heat exchanger. So might land up getting a new exhaust elbow from that company in Seattle. Like when we were on Waze Goose, our exhaust elbow died, and these are absolutely solid, real big fat cast bit of stainless. So I might get
Yeah, I
one
can
of
show
those.
you on the website.
Quite a nice heat exchanger, and the delivery was pretty quick. Not heat exchanger, exhaust elbow.
Exhaust elbow, yeah.
So next thing is to research removing that gearbox, because the gearbox is cooled. So I've got to try and figure out just got to remove the gearbox, remove the cooling, and then put the original back, which we have in pieces. So I'll read the manual for a bit and just organise that.
Yeah, so this is the company that we were talking about for the exhaust elbow. HDI Marine. It's in America, but they make some chunky custom stainless steel boat exhaust components at a fraction of the cost of an original part, but they're really good. And it took 3 days for it to be delivered from America to France. Pretty good. Not sponsored, we just like them.
Best wishes, Simon. Thanks, Simon.
Thank you, Simon. Oh my god. I thought he was gonna send just a couple.
That is a filter. Yeah.
Simon contacted us to send us some filters for the new engine. But we thought he was gonna send just a couple of them. He sent loads. Oh, thank you so much, Simon. Nice. So, what do you think about our sexy engine? It works. I hope you enjoyed this one. And as always, before we go, we'd like to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting us this week. Thank you to all our patrons. And thank you to all of you watching till the end, commenting and liking and doing all those things that help us out a little bit. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you next week.
I am a murderer. I feel like when you DJ on the corner. You hear me? Perfect.